What's up everyone, and welcome back to Chessbox Worldwide. Today we got a game that's an absolute fireworks show from the start to the finish. We are diving into a chaotic French defense where one side decides that pawns are just obstacles and bishops are for sacrificing. This is a kingside attack. Mande Allan Benjamin, aka the official third best, is a member of the formidable Qe3 chess club. Mande is more than just a player. He's a chess gladiator known for his aggressive style and tactical prowess. His career is highlighted by a spectacular performance in the Innovation Cup Season 3, where he didn't just win but swept aside the perennial Olympians with a powerful combination of skill and determination. Mande embodies the fighting spirit of chess, proving that high ratings are just a number. While Ampaire Brenan is a determined player who managed to support his Chambogo team win the Inter-University Games with gold medals in 2019, making him get a nickname of the Golden Boy, and also won the individual bronze in 2022 Inter-University Games and plays for Lighthouse Chess Club. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the center of African chess. In the white pieces, the official third best Mande Allan Benjamin opened the game with 1 e4. Ampaire Brenan, the Golden Boy, played e6, the French defense, knight f3, d5, e5, the advanced French variation, c5, c3 from Mande, knight e7. And in this position, d4 is a move which is played in hundreds of games. Mande Allan played another strong new move. He played h4 to stop the immediate knight g6 because of h5. And Brenan played knight d7, d4, knight c6, hitting on the pawn which is in the center. And in this position, Allan Mande, the official third best, played bishop d3, bishop e7, planning to go for short castling. Bishop e3, Nb6, hitting on the pawn which is on b2 and also adding more firepower to the pawn which is on d4. It is the best response, but Mande played b3. f6 is the best move, followed by e takes f6 and then knight takes f6. Ampaire Brenan played pawn takes d4, takes d4. Queen f5 check followed by knight coming to d2 is the best response in this position, but however, Brenan and Ampaire played b4, hitting on the bishop which is on d3. Mande wanted to maintain the bishops on the board. He played bishop e2, queen c7. The knight and the queen are looking at the c2 square. In this position, Mande brought back the bishop, bishop d3. f6 should have been considered in this position, but Brenan and Ampaire played b6, planning to play f5 and put the bishop on s6, hitting the queen which will be on d3. So we see short castling from Mande, and knight takes d3, queen takes d3, and now we see a5, planning to put the bishop to pin the queen and the rook. In this position, rook e1 should have been considered, but Mande Allan Benjamin, the official third best, played rook c1, hitting on the queen which is sitting on c7, queen d8, knight c3, bishop s6, knight b5. The bishop has pinned down the knight against the queen, but remember also the knight is looking at the c7 square supported by the rook which is on c1. In order to stop a4 idea, Brenan played bishop a3, hitting on the rook. The bishop is attacking the rook on c1, and also the bishop has pinned down the knight against the queen. Mande didn't want to know if the bishop's attacking the rook or the queen is being pinned. He played another super aggressive move. They played bishop g4, hitting on the queen, and the best move for the queen is queen coming to b8. But however, Ampaire Brenan played f6. 3 pieces of Mande are hanging, but Mande doesn't want to know if the pieces are hanging. Mande played e takes f6, g takes f6, and in this position, 3 pieces are hanging. I would like you to pause your video and guess the move Mande played in this position. The official third best, Mande Allan Benjamin, played queen e3. The queen is hitting on the pawn which is on e6. The knight is eyeing the c7 square and the d6 square. A lot is on the line. Ampaire played the best move in the position. He played bishop takes b5, queen takes e6. In this position, after queen check, in case of king f8, bishop h6 is checkmate. That's why in this position, there are only 2 pieces which can cover the king. That is bishop coming to e7 or queen e7. But however, in this position, Brenan played queen e7, but bishop e7 should have been considered. For example, after queen e7, Mande Allan would have played rook e1. In case of f takes bishop, then we could say knight takes g5, threatening checkmate in 1, and after rook comes to f8, queen takes d5, hitting on the bishop which is on b5, and also planning to bring the knight on d6, which is very, very promising attack for white, and Mande will go on to win this game. But however, after queen e6, Brenan played queen e7, and now Mande Allan Benjamin played queen takes d5 because the rook is coming in to pin the queen against the king. And also remember, the queen is attacking the rook, which is on a8. Brenan played d8, but however, in this position, rook d8 should have been considered. In case of rook coming to e1, then the knight would still come back and defend the queen, and the game would still go on. At least Mande would go on to win the bishop, which is on b5. Ampaire played instead queen d8, and Mande Allan Benjamin played rook e1 check, king f8, and Mande delivered the best move. Mande played bishop h6, checkmate. Ampaire lost the game instantly. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in your game.